Hey everybody, and welcome back to Falcon Plays Rimworld. Let me go ahead and get this game started here. Alrighty, and last episode we left off, I was trying to do, let me not unpause that. I was trying to do, wait a minute. I know there's a few, yes, good. Let me turn this one on here to get the last back end of these guys, but then the majority of these guys are going to get blown up through, luckily, this double blast charge that I have here, which should probably go off now, I'd imagine. And... good, excellent. I took out quite a few of them there. We still have the squirrel trying to get into our base here. Hopefully it doesn't ruin our door before these raiders do show up, though that'd be kind of unfortunate for us. Let's see here. We do have one more blast charge in the way for these guys to come through there. We have another one here. Anything for these guys to kind of feast on? It doesn't seem like that's going to be possible, though. Alright, so that's not really a big problem here. The big problem was this huge line that we've kind of taken care of to a degree here. I'd imagine I'm going to set this one off once the bigger crowd shows up, like so. Alrighty, there we go. Get those guys right there, and oh, that worked out quite well. And they're gonna take care of that squirrel for us, thankfully. Our guys are getting into position right now, so it's gonna be a real problem. You know what, Curry? I don't think we're gonna actually need your services. I know you're about to have a mental break because you need rest, so how about you just quickly, just for the sake of it, equip that shotgun, or whatever it is. And let me unmilitarize you, and you can run off and get some food, whatever it is you need to do. There you go. Let's see, they're fighting. Well, they killed a squirrel, it seems, so good. That's good. And where are our other blast charges? I might not even need my guys for this one, like we normally don't. Let's see, there's a few guys over here kind of hanging around. This one seems like it'd probably get a few of these guys hanging out back here, so let's set this one off like so. Let's see. This will probably work out for the last few that are coming down right now. Yep. And I guess we could finally use this one once the bigger crowd shows up right here. And that would be... now, I say. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely no chance. They had no chance at all. Okay, and now they're heading out here. And that is the case, then, let me go ahead and sell this up here, and maybe you turn off really quickly. I don't want you shooting my guys by mistake. There's going to be a lot of guys heading out through the top. These guys are pretty much lost to us. Let's not even worry about them. But we could have at least 4 guys running up here, it seems. So, if that is indeed the case, let me have you guys rush over here as soon as possible. And hopefully you guys can cut them off. And same thing for you guys. Let me go and have you run up here as quick as possible. I don't think we'll get them because, fortunately, we have to run through dirt. They have that nice little metal plating to run through. So, yeah, that seems like the most of them are going to actually book it. We're not going to be able to make it, as a matter of fact. Oh, that's a goddamn shame. Kemp, maybe you can start shooting at our Rivas over here. Bruce Wayne, maybe you could start shooting at Maddox. And let's see. Pug, maybe you could start shooting at John McClane over here from Die Hard. Norris, same thing. Fire at McClane. And maybe you could shoot at Maddox over here. Yeah, I really have no luck with these guys, honestly, but I'm just doing it for the hell of it. So let me go ahead and make this to be grabbed. We'll start unmilitarizing our other guys and have them start cleaning. Well, maybe we get luck out with some of these guys here. I doubt it, though. Let's see, turn this on right there. So that was a really easy raid this time around, thankfully. It seems like, actually them going to the top side really worked out. That and I've been stacking up on blast charges now, so it kind of makes it a lot easier for us. Alrighty, and let's see, all my guys here, go unmilitarize you guys, go and start working on things, and same thing with you guys here. Alrighty, I like how my other bodies here are still left burning. Really quickly, before I forget, let's make it that they don't haul debris into this area every time you load a save. You gotta fucking do this, it kinda irritates me. Hopefully it's taken care of with the update that's coming up really shortly. And there you go, same thing with that one here. I should set up another dumping area nearby, as a matter of fact, because we are running quite low on what we have here. And make this no animals or bodies, and how about this here? No bodies, so maybe they'll start putting those squirrels into the fire pit right there. I actually killed one of these guys, and that's pretty much it. So there you go, we got this one for sure, and now you guys could pretty much unmilitarize and run off and do whatever you have to do. Start putting some of these bodies away, etc., etc. Pug, you too. Okay, there you go. So now we just have to deal with the cleanup process, which is really not a big deal. Suppose what we could do is set up these blast charges again. That actually really helped out for our raid, as a matter of fact. And we had an emergency one right here, it seems. And we had another one down right here and right there. And then let's set up our triple blast charge right here. There you go, good. Good to go. Alrighty, and none of our turrets luckily were broken, so really minimal fixing for us to do at this part. So, since what we're going to be doing is hauling then, let's see. We had that opened up right there. Those are still burning down here. How is our overview here? Growing, growing. Let's put one more grower. Let's put Norris the Elf to grow. And let's see. Let's get some mining done as well. How about that? Mining, mining, and if you're not growing or mining, then you're hauling. So let's do this like... Actually, let's deal with the mining right after. I'd really rather clean up those bodies as soon as possible. Okay. Alright, so let's speed it up here. Alright, so that's going to be taken care of. And how about, meanwhile, we actually get to the rest of the comments, which I wanted to do last episode before shit got too crazy. So, let's start it up here. I think I left off with Kenton Massey. So, Melting Ked was like, hey, move the drop beacon in your base in episode 52. I think I already did that, though. Our drop base is now, our drop beacon is now inside the cave. Now, the reason I hadn't done this before is because I was using common sense, so I figured that they couldn't drop items for us into the goddamn cave, pretty much denying all the laws of matter and whatnot. But apparently, in Rimworld, they can send packages right through the cave side and it'll land inside, so that's the reason why I hadn't done that beforehand. Okay, so they're moving these bodies over. That's working out pretty well. Oh, wait a minute. No, guys, don't put the goddamn squirrels in there. Oh, you assholes. No, only bodies, goddammit. Okay, so maybe they'll clean those out. Hopefully they do. If they don't, then we know why. That was my fault. Let's see here. That Gibbet cage was never built, was it? Build it right there. There you go. No more raiders. Local squirrels gone mad again. Alright. These squirrels, man, I swear to God. They, totally want to fucking die. I'm about to go on another hunting mission. Don't make me do you guys like I did the Muffalo. I will. Alright, so... somebody's fighting a squirrel somewhere. I think it's Bruce Wayne. Bruce, I'm pretty sure you can beat that squirrel up, right? If you can't, then there's gonna be problems, Bruce. Alright. Okay. Let me forward the game again. Let me fast forward. Okay, so let me fast forward whenever here. Alright, so next comment here. Episode 53, there we go, fast forward. Episode 53, Timilev? Timilev? T-M-I-L-E-V. Maybe it's, backwards, Emunt. Either way, I'm trying your best here. He said he wants more lights everywhere. And I suppose that's partially true. I want to put more lights down here when we start buying through this area, and I will. That's why I put this line power conduit over here so we can start lighting this up. So that'll get done eventually. I think that the lights that we have over here is kind of suffice. Usually people yell at me for having too many lights already. They'll be like, you know, you're using too many lights. You don't need all those lights. And I'm just like, well, I want my dudes to kind of have like a, you know, brightly lit area. But apparently I used too many already, so that's probably the reason. Let me go ahead and make that Gibbet cage as well. The moon has orbited, eclipse, etc., etc. You know the routine at this point. Alrighty, so let's continue onward here. Hollow599, he said, let's see. Of course, I'm just paraphrasing what people are saying. I'm not going to read it word by word. If you don't know where else to do in Rimworld, think WWBBD. Okay, so when I read that initially, I thought he was being a smartass, which he was, but I really had no idea what he meant by BB, so I was like, yeah, you know what, Bugs Bunny, that's probably what he means, because I'm a man-child, and initially I thought cartoon. But then he was like, you know, what would Brian Botano do? Which is a South Park reference and whatnot. And, you know, he was a figure skater, an Olympic figure skater, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Don't quote me on that, I'm probably completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was a figure skater of, Olympic degree and whatnot, of Olympic pedigree, so to say. You know what? How about we just fuck those bodies up? Whoa, not literally, you know, have intercourse with these bodies, but how about, Parker, stop for a second. Let me just, blast charge this over here. There you go. Perfect. Alright, no more cleaning. How about that, guys? That make it easier for you. There you go. Now we can start doing some mining, which is a little bit more important right now than cleaning this shit. So there you go. Just rebuilt those blast charges, and, none's the wiser. There's a bit more metal here. Might as well have this thing get grabbed, and so is that squirrel here. That worked out quite well. There you go, guys. A little bit less hauling for you guys to do. Never say I was a uncruel leader here. The other thing that's bothering me is that we're starting to get blood back inside of our base and dust and whatnot, so I have to do another cleaning mission. But at least the inside of our base doesn't look too bad now, right? Speaking of the inside of our base, though, I think Thomas needs a... No, Thomas has a weapon now, right? I believe they all have weapons. Okay. So, Kelly, you're gonna shortly kind of start burning these bodies for us because it is starting to fill up there for us, and I think that we have nothing else to haul. Yep. Alright, so you know what? As a matter of fact, if you're still in the area, Kelly, really quickly, go and grab these Molotov cocktails that are conveniently placed on the floor for you. Let me go ahead and militarize you, don't you run off. And before the rain starts, let me go and have you start burning these bodies. Weeks, you were really close to getting burned there, Weeks. Alright, keep tossing those like so. Alright. And that should do it. There you go, Kelly. You can run off now. As a matter of fact, don't run off immediately. Just go ahead and grab the M24 back again. Okay. Curry, you have a weapon, right? Yes, you do. Good. Kelly, you're militarized, so you can run off and do whatever. And hopefully those bodies burn before the rain. Okay. So now that we've done that and, you know, taken care of the hauling and over here, we're in good shape, as a matter of fact. We have all our blast charges set up where we need to. Okay. So really quickly here, let's actually, if we can, and we do, let's have them haul this rock over here that's kind of bothering me, just kind of hanging out there. And there is another piece of debris in here, but I'm scared that they'll catch fire grabbing that. So I'm going to hold off on that till the fire's out, because my guys aren't really smart. They see fire and they run right directly at it as opposed to, like, you know, walking around it. Okay, and since the hauling has been pretty much taken care of to a degree, let's go back to mining. So these guys set up for mining, and not those guys, but definitely over here. Okay, and then if you are mining or growing, you're not going to do any hauling. How about that? So you could haul, not you, but you guys can. As a matter of fact, let me have my growers haul, just because since they're going to harvest, they could just grab the stuff and drop it off immediately. But my miners will not haul. So do that. And that seems pretty good right there. Alrighty, good. Start this off again. Alrighty, good. So now we have some stuff going on. Let's get to the next comment here. So, yeah, what would Brian Bontano do? Well, apparently he would clean after a pretty successful raid. Alrighty, let's see. And next comment was by Chuck Morris, and he was like, hey, wait, he was trying to be... Let's read this comment out loud here. Would someone doing a job on Rimworld be doing a rim job? Oh, okay. Chuck Morris, that's really inappropriate for having me read out loud, by the way. But, you know, he's not wrong. I mean, that's essentially what a rim job is. Rimworld is. There you go. Made me say it out loud, unfortunately. Haul this off. Actually, that's already been hauled off. Oh, there's some hauling to do back over here. Okay. And our metal's kind of growing back up really good. Alright, good. So, Chuck Morris being the wise guy over here. Alright, so episode 54. I'm gonna paraphrase this one here. This one was by Lodem H, and he was like, hey, that one gibbet cage on the southern wall will be what strikes fear in the hearts of the raiders. Or at least the raider looks like a squirrel, and that actually made me crack the fuck up because I was imagining a raider that looked like a squirrel, so he had, like, you know, rat-like features and, like, really big buck teeth, and maybe he was, like, extra furry and whatnot. Not that type of furry. Not that there's anything wrong with furries. You guys can be furries if you want to. Cool. He was talking about the gibbet cage with a squirrel somewhere along right here. But you know what? Joke's on you, Lloydum, because now we have, unfortunately, more, a few more gibbets, or a few more squirrels in cages than we bargained for, unfortunately. So much for that, right? Oh, look, they actually moved they actually mined that area that we needed to. So, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and sell these dumping areas. And now we can move our dumping area back. So what this will do is basically keep bodies from being put out by the rain and whatnot. So there you go. Perfect. Alrighty, and then I can be moved over here when needed. Perfect, so that worked out quite well for us. And game's still going on. Alrighty, so, yeah. Raiders that look like squirrels, that would actually be quite terrifying, as a matter of fact, depending on how big he is. If he's small, I guess he could be kind of cute, although, you know, I don't want to be offensive here or anything, but midgets are kind of scary at times. Or not midgets per se, but little people, right? I'm a very narrow-minded person, so I apologize if my comments insult and whatnot. Alrighty, so next episode, American Devil Dog. American Devil Dog said the Subway sandwich was great. They were out of root beer, so I had to settle with Mountain Dew. It was watery. Again, this dude, American Devil Dog, he doesn't play by the rules. He's a maverick. Basically, he walks to the beat of his own drum. He just comes into my videos and he'll, rarely ever mention anything about the video. He'll just tell me about his day. And that's one of them right there. So, Devil Dog, I'm sorry that your Mountain Dew was watery. It happens though. That's what Subway does. Maybe you should have gone back and been like, hey, you know what? You guys need to refill the little capsule, the flavor capsules on your water fountain machine there. All right, but I apologize for your watery Mountain Dew. Okay, and then Damon Guerin. I'm not going to read all of them, but he listed a lot of my quotes, apparently, that could be kind of misconstrued and taken out of context. And there was a few people who responded who mentioned a few. He also said that what was my favorite one, and I figured, I looked at him and I was like, this one works for me. So my, I guess, misplaced quote, Damon, would be, we don't give a shit about animals because it makes me sound like I'm a heartless guy. It makes me sound like I'm, trying to debunk PETA or having like a throwdown with PETA and whatnot. Speaking of PETA, let me actually go down over here and see what's going on. Okay, hey, a lot of stuff to mine down here that actually has metal for us. So let me do a little mining like so. Mining like so, and might as well mine this out right here. This right here, and there you go. Alright. And our metal, as you can see, is actually going back up. So that's pretty good because I do have ideas for the base that I kind of want to do. I kind of, as a matter of fact, want to... A lot of people have mentioned to me before, kind of treat it like an RTS type of thing, and I do want to do that, which is basically up around this area over here, I want to make the main entrance. So then I could kind of put turrets around in a circular motion and kind of, pretty much do off with these raiders and whatnot. Even though I kind of like the blast charge defense a bit more, but I wouldn't mind kind of switching the base a bit and kind of giving it a different look, so to say. So that's something I definitely want to do, and as soon as I get a bit more metal, I'm going to definitely do that. Another thing that, as a matter of fact, we could do now, since we have the free time to do so, is, let me see, structures. Let me go ahead and put metal tiles through all this shit over here, just because it'll make it easier for us to kind of chase down dudes that are trying to get away, like raiders and whatnot. So let's do that, and I suppose the other thing I wanted to do, really quickly here, as a matter of fact, was, let's put a dumping area like this, right? And I can't do that because there is a blast charge there. So let me sell that. Let me put a dumping area, and there is stuff to... Okay, no. Let me put a dumping area there. And what I'm going to try to achieve with this, as a matter of fact, is... Let me sell this one as well. And this will basically make it harder... Oh, I can't because there's a goddamn power line there. And I can't turn this over. Nope. Okay. So that sucked. That was a waste of resources there, honestly. How would this work out? Yeah, I kind of appreciate my blast charges being right there, so I won't do that just yet. I guess I could put a few right here, as a matter of fact, and stop them in their tracks. The only thing is that there's a few blast charges up here, so how about we sell that? We'll put a dumping area right there, I'd imagine. And then we'll put a blast charge accordingly, like this. And another one like that. Alrighty, there you go. And that should work out there pretty good. Actually, did I set up this one to be rebuilt after I knocked it down? I'm not entirely sure if I did. I don't think I did. So, really quickly, let's set up a blast charge like this. And we'll make this a disintegration one. How about that? By doing that. Alright, there you go. Cool. So they'll build that metal tiles right there on that. And let's see. It kind of bothers me not to have metal tiles under this debris shit over here, but I'm not gonna, I guess, lose sleep over it. But it kind of bugs me a bit, the fact that I can still see dirt, and it's just kind of like, god damn it, leave me alone, OCD. We don't have to do this right now. Okay, and we'll put up that wall right there once we need it, but for now, let's just leave it like so, because I have a few things to build over there anyway. I'm surprised that we're getting really such a lack of ships to trade with, as a matter of fact, too, because I have a lot of weapons, and there's so many weapons outside that I can't pick up anymore. They're just kind of like taking up space for me, as a matter of fact. Alrighty. And there you go. That's been built. Excellent. You guys forgot a spot right there, thank you, and there's one more to be built. There you go, good. So now that's completely filled up with metal tiles there, so you guys will be able to run a bit faster and all that's good stuff. Let's see, on the premise of that though, smooth stone. Let's see, smooth stone does not require much of anything. Huh. So how about let's just smooth stone all this shit out over here as well. And we can do the same over here. So now that they're mining a bit further down, we could definitely start expanding, which I wanted to do, which is doing the whole... Let me do this here. Do that. Game almost froze on me there. That was pretty scary. So let's do all this stone. Uh-oh, not the ones out here. Not like a stone like Audio Slave or whatever it was. Structure, more smooth stone over here. Okay. And then we'll set up a few, I'd imagine, lamps inside this area, so since they're mining and working a lot over here, now they have a bit of light to kind of work with as well. So far so good though. And let's see here. Everything else seems like not that bad, honestly. Nope. Definitely not. We could do a little bit of cleaning, but I'll do that afterwards. Alright, so let's get on to the... Let's do one more comment here, and then we'll pretty much call it quits. How about that? Or actually... Oh no! Thunder, don't be striking my solar panels like so, you motherfucker. Rain, take that goddamn, put the fire out, Rain. And somebody come and fix the solar panel really quickly here. Oh yeah, Thomas, you're gonna fix it for us, huh? Yeah, I'd like to see that happen. Okay. Let's take care of the last, actually, we only have 2 more comments, so let's actually, maybe if this runs a bit longer, it's no big problem. The Mighty Mikey was like, you see what happens when you suddenly become a gibbet-crazed dictator? Your people revolt? Down with the regime. And apparently, that is, you know what, in my defense, Mikey, I was actually putting the gibbet cages outside to strike fear in the hearts of the raiders, and then my guys apparently took it personally. They were like, oh, well, he's just a fucking maniac now. And that's when Eric said, and, you know, Barr decided to turn coat on us, and then Smith died, and whatever. But you know what? They've actually pushed me to that point now, because now I do have gibbet cages everywhere. If they keep it up, by the way, like Curry did, I'm gonna go ahead and put a gibbet cage inside as well, and see how they feel about that afterward. Okay. So other than that, hey, can somebody come and fix this wall right here? Is that the only wall? I don't think they actually fixed that, can they? Probably at an angle? Guys, come and fix it at an angle, goddammit. How's our smooth stone situation going over? Pretty good. Pretty damn good. I have a lot of my dudes just kind of doing a lot of work over here. Our food is pretty high up now, and our metal's pretty high up as well. Alright, so that's not bad. And let's get rid of the last comment here, and then we'll call it an episode. How about that? Rebenisi III said, dump playing. You should disable your burninator before lighting it up. Also, there's no sense in more than 2 cages. Okay. Rebenisi, he said dump plane, so I'm not entirely sure if he's telling me dump plane or, dump plane. Like, he wants me to stop playing. I don't want to stop playing, Rebenisi. Stop being such a bully. And let's see, he also said you should disable your burninator before lighting it up. I don't do marijuana anymore, Rebenisi. I outgrew it, unfortunately. So I can't light up anymore, bro, but thanks for the advice. And then finally, he said there's no sense in more than 2 cages. You know, you're not wrong, unfortunately, Rebenisi. There's really... This is mostly kind of here for superficial sake. I'm trying to build like a little Mad Max type of thing to the look here. And, you know, it's... You know, building, it's pretty... Like, building games like this is a matter of just, a trade ship. Finally, industrial trader. Okay, we can sell a few weapons to these guys. So this is perfect, guys. I'll just go ahead and actually... pause the episode here, I'll deal with this trade ship, and then we will pick up next episode. And again, what I was trying to get at was that, you know, building games like this is basically about making it superficial as much as possible. You kind of build it however you want to, so I'm aware that there's probably, honestly, fear tech isn't really that big of a big deal right now, unless you're trying to scare your guys. Having them outside really is not much of a bonus, it's just here, honestly, for looks. In my mind, they're here to scare raiders, even though that never happens, as a matter of fact, but... Either way, thanks for the comment, and either way, everybody else, thanks for all your comments, and continue leaving them, and in future episodes, future recording sessions, I will go and read them out loud, and, you know, pretty much get a feel for your sense of the situation. Either way, guys, let's go ahead and end up the episode here, and I encourage you to go ahead and click on that like button if you did enjoy the episode, and thanks again for all the support, and I will catch you next time.